What we're going to go through is a breakdown on a packing list of what we recommend per item that you guys should bring to our courses in order to have a high success rate and perform extremely well. So stay tuned. We're going to break all these down and give you the examples as to why you should bring these. So if you signed up for the long range class, obviously we're going to want a rifle. Now what we recommend is either an AR-10 platform or a bolt action rifle. With that, we're going to jump up to the optic. The recommendation for the optic is that it is an adjustable optic, meaning that you can adjust for mils, MRAD, or MOA adjustments. The next thing is having parallax. So parallax will be on the left side of the optic, and then we also have windage. This is going to give us the most adjustability so that we can be the most proficient downrange. Going back to the rifle, as far as calibers go, we prefer short action calibers. That's going to be like your 308, your 6.5, so on and so forth. You can go up to magnums. That does make things down at the longer distances a lot easier. And you can go down to things like 5.56 and 2.23. We don't necessarily recommend 5.56 and 2.23 in our long range class because we don't want you to feel limited to some of the distances that we'll actually be shooting at. So when it comes to the long range class, we definitely recommend something in the 308, 6.5, or 6 Creedmoor range of cartridge. So we already kind of talked about the rifle. The biggest thing with this one is having an optic in mils or MOA and is adjustable for the turrets itself, being windage and elevation. The next thing to have on the rifle itself is a good set of bipods. Now the ones that we recommend are going to be the Atlas Cal. We need stability. We can't have all this precision without a good level of stability. So when it comes to the rear shooting bag, we recommend the YBAD Mini Fortune Cookie in the heavy sand fill or the light fill. We recommend the light fill for if you're running and gunning, carbine work, or hunting, and the heavy fill if you want more precision and consistency downrange. Next is going to be a chronograph. This isn't a necessity with us. We'll have these provided at the class, but for your own future training, it's highly recommended that you do have chronographs so that you know what the speeds are or what the speeds are changing to based off of your environments for whatever caliber is that you're shooting. The next thing is going to be kind of based off of the environments that you're in. In hot weather environments, we do recommend that you bring some kind of clothing. You can get these from Leupold's website. These are amazing sun shirts. What I like the most about these particular ones, they are cotton and not the synthetic material. So it does breathe quite a bit more when you're wearing it. If it's a rainy environment, please make sure that you guys bring wet weather gear. If it's a cold environment, please make sure that you bring enough clothing to keep yourselves warm and functional, to include gloves. All right, next thing in the list is going to be please bring your own medical kits. This can have smaller things like your Tylenol, Band-Aids, tweezers, any kind of ointments you need for scratches, burns, whatever. But we want you guys to bring your own medical kits before we have to dig into the resources of the larger kits or have to call in anybody for extreme emergencies. We want to be able to do self-aid for your comfort to continue on before needing to go into something bigger. All right, this is going to be probably one of the most important ones in the list. It's going to be the toolkit for your equipment, gear, and rifle. We'll have tools at the range and stuff like that, but we don't have enough tools to facilitate every type of rifle out there. We know that every piece of equipment is going to come with its own Allen keys and stuff like that. Please make sure you have your own toolkit to disassemble, fix, zero, whatever it is, all of the stuff that you bring to a course. Next on the list is a cleaning kit. I can't tell you how many times I've seen squib rounds get stuck into a chamber, dirt, debris, whatever, get stuck in the actions, and then the gun just doesn't function anymore. And everybody's just sitting here, hey, do you got tools? You got this, you got that? Please bring your own cleaning kits, and we highly recommend something with collapsible rods so that if you do get a squib round inside your chamber, that you guys can bang it out and then make that rifle function again. So cleaning kits in conjunction with your tool kits. Safety, Ear Pro. You guys can wear earbuds. You can have extra Ear Pro. You can have over the ears. We do recommend that you guys bring electronic Ear Pro so that when there are commands going on for the range, that everybody can hear each other. So Ear Pro, and then we have Eye Pro. Make sure that if you have darks, that you also have a set of clears so that everything is functional. Continuing on, when you guys are picking up all your brass and stuff like that, not to make your hands all filled with carbon and lead and all that other stuff, bring a set of gloves. It's too easy. It fits inside your pack. It'll help with cleaning up your equipment, touching hot gear if it's been sitting in the sun or you've been shooting a lot, any other kind of miscellaneous things that you need to fix. Some of these barricades have a lot of splinters on them because they've been shot up or messed up or whatever. Putting that hand on there for support, having a set of gloves is going to make sure that you don't get anything stuck inside your hands. Binos are going to help you out like crazy for identifying targets and then learning to spot. Most locations will have extras to utilize, but if you're looking for a set of binos, the ones that I personally use in all of these classes is the Leupold BX5 Santiums, and these are the 15X or 15 power HD binos. If you got a set of binos, you probably need a tripod. Again, we don't necessarily recommend this in our intro courses, but having a good solid tripod for both shooting off of and spotting with is going to be something that's recommended at least in the future. You don't necessarily need this right away, but it's definitely going to help out. This one right here in particular is 2Vets tripods. You guys can use discount code Sidewinder, and that'll help you out a little bit when ordering one of these. These are highly recommended, extremely durable, and have worked great for me in every environment that I've shot with it so far. Rangefinders we don't necessarily need. I'll have these at the classes when we're going through the instruction, but it is recommended so that when you do your training afterwards, you'll be able to find the targets, range the targets, and engage them accurately. This is one of the most important things that you need in order for all your data in a ballistic calculator to line up. You need the distance. In order to get the most accurate distance, you need a rangefinder. This one right here is the Leupold RX 5000. This is the latest one that connects with Onyx Hunt and all this other stuff. Ballistic solver. What we recommend in our class is that you download the Applied Ballistics app. You don't necessarily have to have this guide just yet, but it is something that is recommended for the future after the course. Right, we'll go more in depth on these inside the course, but in order to take the course, please download the Applied Ballistics app. One of the things that we recommend next is bringing your own quarterback sleeve. You can get cheap ones on Amazon, or you can order one of the higher quality ones from companies like Sunshadow. Inside there, if you go to our website down in the shop section, we do offer dope cards, and we talk about these dope cards in the particular class itself and show you how to fill them out so that you guys can utilize them and not have to sit there and continue scrolling on your phones or keep pulling out the kestrel for every single shot. You'll have most of that data on your arm, and it's easily accessible and quick, and will get you to the target. All right, continuing on. Please make sure you bring more than one magazine for your rifles, whether it's the ARs or the bolt guns. Bring more than one magazine so that you're not sitting there stuck constantly loading these things back and forth into between all the shot sessions. When it comes to the ammo, bring match grade ammo. And when it comes to the match grade ammo, make sure that it's all the same brand of ammo. Do not bring multiple different brands just because they say match. Consistency amongst your ammo and consistency in performance with your rifle is what equals accuracy downrange. All right, guys, final thoughts and some key points that I want to bring up. Please bring plenty of water. Hydration is going to be key to all of this stuff, especially when you need to be in a learning environment and staying focused on all the material that's being taught. The next thing is food. Bring enough food for the 2 days because we don't have the ability to necessarily provide that for you. Next is understand the resources that are in the area. This is where you're going to be able to get your food, your water, gas, so on and so forth. If you have questions about the resources itself, please email us at aml13@sidewinderconcepts.com. The last thing is make sure that your rifle is mechanically sound and zeroed before arrival. We don't want to spend too much time fumbling around trying to figure out what's going on with the rifle before we get into the actual curriculum and slow down the learning process for everybody else. So again, please make sure that that rifle is mechanically sound and zeroed prior to arrival. We look forward to training with you guys and seeing you out at the range. If you have any other questions, again, email us at aml13@sidewinderconcepts.com, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible with whatever questions that you guys may have.